Is it recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
Are you getting a 39 today?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about.
Fastest lap, the second race.
Patrick, do the gritty.
Fastest to slowest, then finish with
Do it so you can see in your camera.
So now, after that race, and then
There's a qualifying.
So we actually had to wait a lot in the pits here, waiting there. If you see on the right, the kid there, he's just tapping on the steering wheel. Now the reason for this is because there was a race, and as we go out now, I was using a different cart to everybody. It's not a different cart, it's just an older cart. Just a different steering wheel is the biggest difference, and a bit more rusted. Had the same performance. In fact, I got the best time here at 38 something in the wets, which I didn't know that was good, but the coach said that was rapid, so very happy about that time. Got a bit of a splash of water there as we go on the straight on the yellow light. I'm going to overtake this person here on the yellow light, I don't know why. There were actually a lot of people who were slower drivers and who I just decided to, I think I overtake the whole field in this race. It's not really a technical track, I would say. It's just a fun, fast track. It's very fast. You can almost go full throttle around the whole track. Seeing, of course, there are a few corners that you do have to brake, like the corner at the end and a corner that I'll show you. So I'm just trying to warm up the tyres here, just for a little bit of heat that I might be able to get. Going into this corner, I think it's going to start. It does start. Overtake 2 people off the start, and that's already 2 overtakes on the board. So every session here is 15 laps. This is a public session. My lessons or season starts 2nd of May, so I could record that. I did have another race today, but didn't record that because something messed up. Technical difficulties, So you can cut at that corner a little bit more, but I was trying to get heat, and this is, I almost slipped into the wall, which would not have been fun. And look, I slammed my steering wheel there. Quite angry. Let my friend pass. He has new tyres, so he's very scrubby. He's going to go on the pits, but they're not going to let him change karts. So this is the fastest corner. Oh no. The next corner here, the chicane, is the fastest corner in the whole circuit. You can cut a lot there. But then again, I don't have that much heat and I can't really be affording those slides here. This is the most tricky corner to get perfect. You can get it right pretty easily, but it's very hard to get it perfect. Again, I can cut that corner way more through these chicanes. My regular driving style is to just go flat out there, but obviously in the wets you can't really do that, and I had a bit of trouble in my second session with a lot of lapped traffic, and I kept thinking that it was still wet and I didn't have a grip, so I kept on braking there, which gave me a slower time. Also can cut way more there, I need to remember that. I do cut quite a lot on that green, I think that's good. That's a good corner. That's a good corner take. through that corner's not that tricky. You just have to turn a lot and keep the throttle on. This corner's really tricky in the wet. As you can see, I nearly slip again. I think later in the session I will adapt to that though and get a better racing line in the wets here. We'd have a very long waiting time to get in here. Yeah, so this corner's not that tricky to do in the wets. Obviously I couldn't really cut there because I didn't really want to get wet. I'm going to catch on to my mate here, who he's actually quite a fast driver for only just starting. And I will overtake him though, because he isn't quite there with the not being scared thing. It took me quite a while as well, going from really slow karts to, well, I wouldn't call these fast, but they're reasonably fast. They go 65 kilometers per hour. And we've caught a bunch of kid there, overtook him pretty easily. And I think that person ahead of me is my other mate in the Lando Norris jumper. I was also wearing an orange jumper, but that's Max Verstappen, of course. Let's go. Do. He catches on some lap traffic, and that man in the green sweater, or jumper, or coat, better to say, was extremely annoying to overtake. I just couldn't get past him. He was blocking all over the exits, and I had a thing here where I wanted to overtake everybody in the race. So we'll get past them there. They're going a bit slower, not taking the apex, letting us through. And I think I get a chance here, but he blocks me off. He pushes me into the wall, which is alright. I think he's having fun here with me. Now I do get a chance. I find a gap, and knowing Ayrton's words, if you no longer go for a gap that exists, you're no longer a racing driver. I decided to go for it. It is a bit dirty though, I shall warn you. Yellow light here obviously, because all of these rookie racers who are driving for the first time, they don't really know how to drive in the wets. Neither did I at the start of this session, and I wouldn't call myself a rookie. Get a bit of a chance there, but he blocks it off, and I know I don't want to cause a crash. Here, he gets a little bit ahead. I look around me to see if there's anybody else I'm slowing down. Now there's somebody there. I don't know why he's going so slow, if his engine cut out or if he's feeling a bit sick. It does happen here sometimes. It happened to me during this race, but that was because I was so excited. Got a bit of nausea. I was alright during the race though. Yellow light here now, and this steering wheel I have is starting to hurt me hard. It is way harder to turn than the other steering wheels, and it's just so stiff. The thing with the other steering wheels, they're a bit like a yoke, like the F1 cars use, so you can very easily just slightly put your hands on top of them even, and move them like that. It brings less aching to your hands. These you can't do that because it's a circle. Very painful to steer with though. Here I bump him, and I don't know if that's a man or a woman. Sorry if I'm guessing a gender. And here's the chance I completely get inside, get turned in on, and then they completely overtake me. Here we are now on the straight. I thought that was quite funny, that overtake that I did. Now I'm absolutely flying through it. I'm like, okay, lock in, you mate, lock in. You got to catch these people. You got to overtake everybody. That was my mission. And all I had to do now was overtake that double kart with this one guy, and there's a yellow flag, and I know it's going to be yellow flag, so I'm going to slow down immediately. And now I need to overtake these two people. Now the twin kart, as they call them, it has a dad and his son who is wearing a Ferrari jumper. Now I hate Ferrari. Who else hates Ferrari? So I'm trying my hardest to try beat him. I'm even cutting there now. Yeah, I don't care if I get wet, I need to catch him. So I catch him pretty easily because he doesn't have as much experience on this track. And just creeping closer to him, trying to find a place where he could make a mistake, and it's right here. Just brakes a little too much, especially there. Forces me to brake because I don't want to smash into him and the little kid. It's a yellow light now, and they're going to drive past this person, but I know the rules and I'm not going to do that. I do try to, but I just don't think it's the right thing to do. They do, I think, let me through here though, so that's a nice thing. Nah, the guy who comes through, I think he got 3rd place. And then everybody comes past me because I'm behind a slower person. That's alright though. Coming through here, through that corner. And I'm just trying to catch him, but then the yellow light comes on. I think I might have pushed that guy, shoved him off. Now, as we go through the last corner, this is a tricky corner to get perfect. It's an easy corner to get right, but you can't get it perfect. Sometimes during this race you could see I didn't get enough exit or I didn't get enough entry, so something to look out on. He makes a bit of a mistake not accelerating fast enough. Now there's just a load of people bunching up on the straight. I know this guy's going to brake, so I try to turn in. Luckily I don't crash. I have the manoeuvring abilities and I'm very happy about that. Now this kid is absolutely taking the G-forces like a punk. If you can see his head moving a lot. He's going extremely slow. I think he hit a yellow line which slows you down sometimes. It doesn't really slow you down very often. You need to work on that. But actually they don't, because it makes you faster, so please don't. So coming through now, and I thought this was the last lap, but it wasn't, and I almost got it. I made a mistake there. I was the one who made a mistake. But he is driving. I think he got 4th place, and I think I hit a thing there, and I'm trying to let my friend through, and yeah, he gets ahead, and I don't think I overtake the twin cart during the race. After the race though, there was a person who said, "Great job mate, you were very quick," which I was happy about. Absolutely monsooning it through the corners. We're actually starting to get grip. On the lap that the track was fully dried up, actually, it was the end of the session. And you can see my mate here, he's not very experienced in the wets, and he brakes a bit too early. But that's alright. I decided to cut here. I don't know why, because that just slows me down so much. It was this corner, and the next corner I think I got fastened back up on the straights. But it doesn't really matter because it was a yellow light anyway. There goes my other mate. They're actually brothers. Yeah, so slow. Not even on the straights here. Through there. And I think it was here that I first got the speed back. Not even. So they're actually meant to slow down. Yeah, this is where my hands get really toughed up and I'm grabbing the top of the steering wheel really hard, trying to make my hands feel better. But I have to just go back to racing, because that's racing, you suffer. It's meant to be that way. And I'm actually starting to get a bit faster laps. I knew I wouldn't get a 35, which is my regular time. The session I did after, which as I said was plagued with bad performances because I thought I wasn't used to it being dry, and also there was a lot of lap traffic. It slowed me down. I ended up getting a 38, not a 35 as I wanted. My dad ended up beating me in the second session that I did today, which I didn't record because of technical difficulties. I wish I did, but I just didn't. So as we go back in the pits, that was the lap that I thought I actually had grip, but it wouldn't have mattered because I probably would have been stuck behind her or him. Don't know. I think it's him. And then as we park, we get out of the cart. It was a fun session, this one, in the wet. Finally learning something, how to drive better in the wets, of course. And a lot of great battles. I think I overtook everybody but the twin cart, which sucks, but you know, that it is what it is. So thank you for watching. Thank you and goodbye.